This series is recommended for adult viewers only. Violence, harsh language, and themes of Shadowrun can be found inside. Alright, audience at home, get ready for some medium energy introduction here tonight. You are looking at a group of people who had to put their kids to sleep, and everyone was late that had to put kids to sleep. Which is
Yep.
just fine. It's going to be a short episode, though. It's also the start of a new arc. What's the arc name? I don't know.
Don't have
BigSpoon didn't
kids.
tell me. What's the episode name? I don't know. He hasn't named it yet. What are we going to do this episode? We don't know because we didn't make any discussion very much. I don't think we should do the drug job though. That's a bad deal all around. Meanwhile, we're going to go around the clock and talk about our cutie marks because that's our shadow fact for this week, courtesy of Savannah asking what the cutie mark of our characters would be. If you don't know what My Little Pony is, I guess you're better off, so don't look it up. If somehow you've made it to the year 2025 and you don't know what this is, don't.
Keep your streak alive.
Skip ahead to the clip now.
Incredible. So Decay's cutie mark would be it'd be the exact same as his Matrix logo. So it would be a stylized PF on the background of a shield in Spirethial. The Spirethial P and F. What could it mean?
Interesting.
All these letters.
What could it mean?
What could it mean?
F.
Dunamis, as Cipher, what is your QT mark?
Cipher's QT mark would be a foil holographic where if you look at it from one angle, you see one thing, but if it spins a little, you see it from another.
So that's your actual human or I guess pony skin is holographic.
Yes. Okay. He put a lot of time and thought into this. And if when the straight on view, whatever you want to call that, perpendicular view, would be a holographic Wi-Fi symbol, but there's no bars, there's no service. But then when you turn it just a little, a spider appears wearing a party hat and blowing a party horn. And it's in rainbow glitter.
Okay.
Interesting.
Ludemann Sniff, what's your cutie mark?
Sniff's cutie mark, I would say, is a neon green magnifying glass, sparkly, with a paw print.
With the paw print.
Yeah.
All right. Savannah, as Blitz, what's your cutie mark?
Hers is a flower, specifically an iris.
I don't know enough about the language of flowers. I did do a language of flowers thing in a tabletop RPG before, but no one understood that I was signaling that the villain was a liar and was going to kill them. None of the audience members were like, wow, I know the language of flowers. This person is lying. All
Just
right.
for reference, is that represented by an iris?
No.
Okay.
But we're gonna look it up right now. We're
checking.
You know what? Iris flower language.
I'm way ahead of you.
Faith,
This is gonna
hope,
be news
wisdom,
to me.
valor.
Yeah.
Okay. What color iris is it? Because that makes a difference, apparently.
Probably purple. Blitz's favorite color is purple.
Purple for royalty and wisdom, I see.
That's not Blitz, but
Okay.
Yeah. Respect.
Okay. All right, Spoon. You have to select a character in the world with a cutie mark.
Yes. So.
Oh wait, I didn't do the voice. All right, Spoon. What's your cutie mark? I'm the Grand Nagus from Deep Space Nine.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's just an additional bit I've been working on during this intro.
There is a troll who runs the shadows in Seattle named Meat. And Meat's cutie mark is a bowl of ramen noodles with like the what do you call it? Chopsticks
right.
stuck in the side and like the little smoke.
Now, does this indicate that Meat is a person whose life destiny is to eat ramen, cook ramen, or deliver ramen?
Eat ramen
Okay.
because he loves Shuby's noodles.
Okay. All
With
right,
a name
Spoon.
like Meat, are you sure it's not B ramen?
Meat is an acronym.
Oh, all these acronyms and letters.
Oh, like cash rules everything around me. Yes, I
Yes.
understand. All right. It's your show now. What do you want to do?
So our camera opens on the ground level of what looks like a big box store. There's shelves full of it looks like weapons and ammunition. And we see a pair of combat boots step into the shot, and slowly the camera comes up, and we see a pair of old like Vietnam era fatigues. And it comes up to the figure's waist. It's got a big belt with a huge like Rambo knife on the side. And it pans up even further, and we see a large, like muscular back with like the olive green, like tank top, long kind of curly hair, like red bandana. And we see this person is looking at a shelf of ammunition, and it seems pretty obvious here that we're in the Matrix. This is a weapons world. So Cipher, you want to tell me what you're buying here?
Yes, Cipher is looking to acquire non-lethal rounds for everyone in our party.
Okay. So do you know what weapons everyone has?
He absolutely does not. He knows Blitz has a loud gun. He knows that Sniff has one that spins and puts ones in the chamber, and he doesn't quite know what to make of Decay because he does know he shot someone once and killed them, but he was just going to get an assortment of different types of bullets that are gel rounds and sticky shock for everyone.
Sure. Okay.
And so he's going to be, I don't know if you want to actually play this out or not, but he's going to be talking like, a Westerner cowboy who knows what he's talking about, but he has no clue. And so he's just going to keep going along with whatever it is the guy at the counter is trying to sell him and say, yeah, absolutely. We have like 3 of those guns in our group for sure. Yep. Gel. Yep.
Okay. All right. So we'll say you end up buying, we'll call it 100 rounds of gel for every weapon type, except for maybe like holdout pistols.
That sounds believable.
So that's going to run you. Let's see. Let me do some quick calculations here.
In his mind, he's thinking, all right, we have this mission. We're supposed to murder someone, but it's only one someone. We don't have to kill everyone on the way. We could just take out the one person we're supposed to.
You're right.
That should be
We
okay.
don't have to, but we will.
So it's going to run you, we'll call it 1,800 new yen.
All right.
And you get like 2 big cases of ammunition delivered to a location because you're on the Matrix. You're not physically present.
That's fair.
But gel rounds are not, well, I suppose, do you have a license for your firearm?
My little pea shooter thing? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So you buy 100 rounds of gel ammunition for every weapon type, and they are delivered to pretty much whatever location you would like, and a drone will show up a couple hours later with a big crate.
I'd probably just pick a random parking lot and say in the back of the van, and then change after they're delivered, change the plates and change the skin on the van.
Nice. Okay.
He's super conscious that he just bought ammunition, even though it's non-lethal.
All right. So now that that's taken care of, what's the plan here? Are we gonna fast forward to this meet for the wet work job?
What day is that meet on?
Yeah.
Because I've
it
got
is-
beef on Saturday. I have to go beat somebody up.
It is Friday the 10th is your
Okay.
meet.
All right.
Jack.
I think
I'll go
to.
reconnoiter with the team and hear about their pitch for this job?
The meet, in case you don't remember, the meet is at Giovanni's Cafe.
Yeah. We have to wear something very nice.
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
I did have to sell that data to
Yes, we have your
Dr.
meetup with
Voss.
Dr. Voss.
and take care of the microfiche
Yes.
as well.
Okay. And yeah, you were going to meet up with Dr. Voss that same night. So let's go ahead and take care of that.
Okay.
You were meeting, do you remember where you were meeting at?
It was at a nice place. I forget,
Yeah, so
downtown.
It was, a downtown club called the Lunar Nocturne.
The Lunar Nocturne. Okay. And like by nice, like what's the dress code we're looking at here?
I mean, it's nothing like it's not like suit and tie. It's like it is a nightclub. Like you can like as long as you look good, you'll be able to get in.
Okay. Yeah. So Sniff's in another change of clothes, new outfit he hasn't been in before, something that's appropriate.
Yeah, with your high lifestyle, you have ample opportunity to pick an outfit to go to this meetup in.
Perfect. He's on the way. I would like to review the microfiche, I guess, and just like double check on that as well. Make sure I know what to do with that.
Sure. So when you take a look at the microfiche, you see it is basically like pictures, record of various experiments, primarily like dissections. So you see a lot of ghouls. You see a couple things that you may or may not recognize. You can give me a magical threats knowledge roll.
Sure. Got 4.
So you see a couple of like a series of shots of a Wendigo. You see a series of shots of a large troll like creature with a lot of bony like growths, kind of like look a little like Doomsday-esque, with lots of like spikes and stuff coming off of them, which you recognize that as it's a Zunukwa. And these are all basically you reckon with a 4, you recognize all of these are HMHVV variants.
Okay. So more stuff that possibly Liliana would be interested in, potentially.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. And it looks like a lot of these experiments were pretty heinous. Like they were not good.
Okay. Cool. Well, we'll keep that in the pocket until Liliana gives a call.
So you show up at Lunar Nocturne. There's a wait at the door. You do have to stand in line unless you're going to go up to the doorman and try and like see if you're on the list.
What would be the I guess. Yeah, I'll go to the doorman. Start there for sure.
Okay. His like name. It's a big orc in like it looks like kind of a cheap suit, but he's got a clipboard with nothing on it. It looks like.
Okay. Sam Shade.
He checks the list. Get in line, buddy.
All right. What would be the appropriate bribe here to just get in?
Do you have knowledge bars and clubs?
I do have bars and clubs, yeah.
Go ahead and make me a knowledge bars and clubs roll.
All right, 3.
3 success. Like 100 new yen would probably get you in the door. No problem.
Right. Yeah. Sniff's looking to skip the line. He'll pass that along.
Okay. So there's like you open your comm link, send him 100 credits, and he's like, oh, actually, Sam Shade, yeah, I've got you right here. And he pulls the velvet rope aside.
Much appreciated. Strides in.
So you go in. It's dark nightclub. Central, like there's a bar kind of in the middle of the room. Like it's a big circle. 3 or 4 bartenders behind it. Lots of booths. An open dance floor. There's kind of not like thudding, like pounding music, but there is dance music playing, and there are people out on the floor dancing. Make me a perception check.
Visual?
Yes.
It's a 4.
For success. You notice a lot of the decor in here has to do with like the moon and like lunar phases, and looks like maybe a little bit of like magic as well. So like different symbols, different runes as like decoration on the walls and stuff like that. So this, this might be connected to some sort of like magical group.
Okay.
And with a 4, you also spot Dr. Alara Voss sitting over in a corner. She's dressed in, a classic like little black dress, hair pulled back into a tight bun, with a looks like a martini glass on the. We'll actually make it 2 martini glasses sitting on the table in front of her.
Perfect. That was going to be the question. Does Sniff need to get his drink? So Sniff will give the nod up, not down, and head over towards the table.
She says, "I'm glad you could meet me, detective." And she like slides the drink across to you.
He picks it up. He swirls it around a little bit. Is there an olive?
There is, with a little like plastic sword through it.
Yeah. Eats that real quick and takes a sip, sniffs, and nice to see you.
I take it you have what we discussed.
He pulls a data chip out and slides it across the table.
And she takes it and slots it into her comlink, and she gets kind of that 1,000-yard stare as somebody who's like looking over something in AR for a few seconds. And then she goes, "This is excellent work, detective."
It's the only kind I know how to do. He's an interesting man, the doctor.
Indeed. How much do you know about Dr. Muriel?
Heard a little bit about his, what I'm calling the planar push theory.
He is a brilliant man. I unfortunately haven't been able to meet him in person, but I have tried to find anything I can related to his work.
It's been missing a long time.
Is this all the data you have?
Everything I have right now.
Okay.
Next stop and next link in the chain seems to be Rocky Heights.
Very good. Very good. And so she pulls out a cred stick and slides it across the table to you.
Disappears in his pocket.
Will you stay for a second drink?
I've got the time.
Yeah. So she takes a sip of her drink, and you guys remain at the club for however long Sniff wants to stay there.
Sure. Yeah, he'll stay for a little while, shoot the shit a little bit, make small talk about the decor, and sort of, maybe see if she knows a little bit about the group and maybe that may be involved.
Sure.
Because he's always pulling threads.
Dice rolls.
I can hear all the noir music in the background for this whole scene.
Well, I don't have that many noir tracks, so hold on. Why do you have... God. We'll just use Sniff's theme, okay? We'll just use the official Sniff.
The right one.
We need to work on themes for everybody else. Decay has his theme, but...
She does seem to know a little bit about this bar or this club, but she is very circumspect. You're very good at getting information out of people, but she's also very good at obfuscating what she knows. There's a lot of witty repartee, a lot of
Verbal fencing.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. And then, I'd say at some point what time would this be, I guess?
I think this was the same night that you guys, or this was the night you guys got out of the facility.
Yeah, and they've been busy all day, so he's pushing.
Yeah, and it's definitely after dark.
Okay. Yeah, he makes his excuses and heads out. And largely he's been gone all day, and he needs to get back and at some point check on Maxine, his mom, and
yeah,
make sure things are all right there. makes his excuses and exits.
Okay. So you head back to your downtown apartment. Um, is there anything y'all would like to do before this next meet?
I need to buy a 3-piece suit. Doesn't need to be a scene, but just establish that I do that.
Okay. How much are you going to spend on your 3-piece suit?
Mm.
Are you buying it off the rack? You getting it tailored? Like,
I think Cipher would go full customization to try to not show any seams to make it seem like there's no weak points in his defense.
okay.
Get a few hidden pockets for like RFID cards and things like that.
So you're like,
I think he'd probably spend a lot on it because he owns nothing like this. I mean,
sure.
heck, I just spent 1,800 on gel ammo, probably something around that.
Okay. Let's see.
Unless you're telling me suits are like $4,000, then never mind.
I mean, it depends. It depends on the quality of the suit. Like if you're getting like, Mortimer of London, you're looking at probably close to four to $5,000 a suit. If you're getting something that's a little bit more like, not like a well-known designer like Mortimer's or something like that. Like if you're getting it's like a off or
Just say
tailored
Hugo
to
Boss,
fit.
okay? Just say
Like a
Hugo
tailored
Boss.
fit suit, you're probably like, you're looking at 500 to 1,000 new yen.
Men's
And
wear.
that would be good enough. That would be good enough. I think I already made that joke. The metahuman warehouse. You're gonna love the way you look. We guarantee it.
I think he'd probably spend close to like 2,000, something like that.
Okay, sure. Yeah, 2,000 new yen for a tailored suit. That it'll be ready by Friday.
Perfect.
I
This
want to
way
say. Oh,
Okay.
go ahead.
I was going to say this way I can't afford the noise cancellation ear cuff things I need.
Need to get those too. Yeah.
How much are they? Because I need to buy those.
Great question.
We all need them as long as Blitz is going to shoot a shotgun over our shoulders.
Yeah.
We've
mean a
already
cannon?
established DK has a number of different outfits,
Mhm.
and that several of his outfits are references to Vin Diesel or Vin Diesel movies. So to be clear, his suit is the suit that Vin Diesel wears in the 2000s movie Boiler. Why are you smiling, Savannah? This is a movie barely anybody saw and no one remembers that Vin Diesel is in it. It's Boiler Room with Vin Diesel as Chris Varnick, I think. It's a nice suit. It's a nice suit. And he has
I
hair,
like it.
so he doesn't look exactly like Vin Diesel, but that's DK's dress style is outrageous Vin Diesel outfits.
How's Blitz showing?
Huh?
How's Blitz showing up?
Like what's she gonna wear?
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna wear a real nice dress. Black, of course, is a black tie event. And it's got like a long, tall leg slit and like a deep plunging neckline, and her hair's done real nice.
Fancy. Fantastic.
Shows off your tattoo sleeve.
Yeah, shows off the tats.
There you go.
Whatever reason, I'm picturing like a what's her name? Who did Wonder Woman? Gal Gadot. Like in like one of her dresses she's always in for like also in Fast and Furious or whatever.
I haven't seen any of those movies.
You missed
But-
a 30-minute long takeoff from a airstrip that will haunt my dreams forever. It in a series where they go to space in a car and fight a nuclear submarine on the ice with a car. The 30-minute long takeoff scene is truly the worst of all of them.
Hmm.
It's worse than when they go to Brazil and they kill a bunch of fucking cops. And not because the cops are corrupt or bad guys. They just kill a bunch of cops for no apparent reason, except the cops are trying to arrest them for the crimes they're committing. This is a series that started with people selling DVD. No, it's VCR TV
And combo
combos.
TV.
Yeah, in Hondas.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
And they moved to nuclear
Mhm.
world attacks and biological terrorism and shit like that.
But in their cool cars, right?
Yeah, they always have to do it in cars. And they always
Mm.
have to have a family feast at the end where they all come together and everyone's forgiven. And John Cena is somehow Vin Diesel's brother. And it takes a lot of work of Vin Diesel standing really close to the camera and John Cena standing really far from the camera to make the two of them look the same height.
So for your damping earbuds, or I mean, you could get headphones as well, I guess. The earbuds themselves are 10 new yen per rating, and the rating is the capacity that they can hold. And so if you did like a capacity 3 earbuds with just the damper, which will then also give you +2 to resist sonic attacks. It would be 730 new yen, or if you just did the earbuds with like an audio enhancement, it is the rating of the audio enhancement times 100. So if you get like 3, which then also gives you a +3 to your audio perception checks, it'd be 330 new yen. And I would say just in any earbud with like you don't necessarily have to buy the damper because it's actually cyberware, it's not gear. But I would say earbuds with the audio enhancement would work as a damper to block out Blitz's shotgun. Like you wouldn't get the bonus for resisting sonic attacks, like you wouldn't get the bonus from the cyberware, but it would protect you from being deafened
How
for
much
a
are you
period of
charging us
time.
for this?
Sniff's good to go for next time because I've got the audio enhancement 3.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool.
So yeah, the audio enhancement 3 is the 330 for the earbuds and the audio enhancement. And it gives you a +3 to your audio perception.
Okay.
Now let's hope Decay doesn't turn on you.
For whatever reason, I have 3 earbuds at rating 3, but
What?
nothing assigned to them.
Why?
I don't know. I just bought a bunch of random shit. I figured I would need them all.
Yeah.
Like I have 4 tag razors. Probably don't need that.
The deafness is really just for a comedic effect.
That's good.
Mm.
Rather than getting one really good pair, I'll wear 3 different pairs at once.
DKs or just Beats by Dre.
Mm.
You could just wear headphones.
I don't want to look like I'm
Wearing Beats by Dre.
Yeah, no.
But
I
then
want
you
to
can't
look
get
like
your
I'm wearing
helmet on.
Beats by Dre, not that I'm wearing like regular ass headphones.
Gotcha. So does anybody so for Sniff, you have high lifestyle, so you don't necessarily have to go out and buy
do.
any clothes. You've got a selection
Yeah.
of
Sniff's
suits
reaching
that
into
would
the
be
closet. I think he's gonna go with maybe like obviously black pants, black vest, white shirt, white jacket, and red flower.
okay.
Okay.
Very nice. So what's DK going with?
I mean, he's going with Vin Diesel's suit from.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
But let's say it's a 2,000 new yen suit.
Okay. So you're all
Picking that number out of a hat. Huh? Just got to match Cipher.
I don't want to be the worst dressed at the party, man.
Nobody wants that.
2001 new one.
Get you a fucking Casio. 1 new yen for a Casio on the street that you absolute cheap knockoff fake gold.
Expect DK to now show up and do like just the slightest hand pulse on Cypher's jacket just to make it look a little worn, and now it's worthless.
Looking a little frayed.
So how are y'all getting to Giovanni's? You meeting up first and riding in the van?
Oh yeah, we're putting a really sick skin on the van. It's gonna look like a super fancy van. even though it's still just the van.
It's still just a van.
It's gonna look like a stretched van.
It's like when you put the image in and it like shrinks.
Yeah. It kind of like it gives a fisheye look. Kind of.
Yeah, exactly. So I think the closest the closest there's a maglev terminal in the hub. That would probably be the closest public transportation.
I think he goes unarmed because he'll just beat people to death if it becomes necessary.
Sure. Yeah, is that what is anybody showing up strapped?
With my taser. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Blitz probably brings her huge duffel bag, but it's staying in the van.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you guys roll up outside of Giovanni's Cafe. It is a very high scale Italian restaurant in downtown Denver. It's like in it's like a large corner of one of the skyscrapers down here, like all glass windows. And you can see the inside. The decor is classic, like Italian restaurant decor, like straight out of like a mobster movie, basically.
Now, hold on. Before, I had a very different image. When you said out of a mobster movie, I went from what I was imagining to a place with like plastic placemats and white dishes, like white ceramic dishes, and a waitress who looks deeply harassed and tired. And there's just a lot of fucking plates of spaghetti around and a lot of guys in tank tops saying, "When's the gabagool gonna be ready?" All right. So originally I was like imagining this restaurant that I went to on what's the river between New Jersey and New York? Hudson River, somewhere near Port Imperial. But now, like Weehawken, now I'm imagining a place that has a shaker for Parmesan in
No, it is still very high scale.
Okay, all right. If you
but
say so.
It is very Italian, right? It's like they have they're very nice tablecloths, but they are like the red and white checkered tablecloths. And like
they have the Pizza Hut plastic glasses with that sort of crystallized marbling.
Oh, good.
I'm bringing this restaurant down to my level, buddy.
Say if there's not a dude with a spoon shaking the Parmesan and Cipher has to do it himself, he totally like loosens the tie.
And so you all go up to you step in the door where you're greeted by the maitre d'. Says, "Welcome to Giovanni's. Do you have a reservation?"
Now correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we're supposed to ask for a Mr. Johnson.
You're here to see Mr. Johnson? Very well. Follow me, please.
Okay.
Oh, yes,
I was asking you.
Yes. Yes, you are here to see Mr. Johnson. That is who you were told to ask for. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says, "Please follow me," and walks you guys back through the restaurant. You see, it's about 7 o'clock at night. This place is pretty full. Does anybody have? First of all, go ahead and make me perception checks.
Now, I want to be clear. As we're walking, we do need a slow motion shot of all of us in our new outfits. And Decay's just like, well, it looks like you all can clean up at the very least.
Don't forget to add your +3 or your vision modification there, Savannah.
I did.
Oh yeah, okay, I see it. Yep.
That's how poorly I rolled.
That's rough.
It kind of sucks.
I do think I would have brought Bug with me.
Okay.
I don't know if that would set off any alarms or anything. If I see it's going to set off an alarm, I would have told him to depart before going through the door or something. But he's in the vicinity, or she,
Okay. I
don't know.
Does Bug look like a bug?
It looks like a dragonfly. Yeah.
Yeah, Bug is a little flying bug. but not probably not even as big as a dragonfly, like a miniaturized version of a dragonfly. Like you can see him if you know where to look, but it would take a pretty significant perception check to find him.
He's got like the whatever it is that makes his wings quieter.
Mhm.
I don't even know if he has wings, but if he does, they're quiet.
Yeah, and like he has the drone itself gives a penalty for its to perception checks against it for its size because it is so small.
So we can't see Bug.
I mean, you could if you were looking for him, but otherwise, right now you definitely don't see him, Blitz.
Yeah, I don't see shit.
Okay.
I'm hoping my friends will see something.
So, Sniff, you have Underworld, right, as a skill?
I do.
Go ahead and give me an Underworld knowledge test.
Got it.
2.
Top level mob boss Luigi Bowser is in attendance here tonight.
No, you don't recognize anyone as like a specific person, but you definitely see a lot of people here who you're like, oh, this is a mafia restaurant for sure. Like these people are members of probably the you think it's the Bamonti family, which with a 2 is like one of the like sub families. So they're not like the top dogs in Denver for the Italians, but they are one of 3 sub families.
Okay.
The rest of you just, it's a very nice looking restaurant. There are lots of very finely dressed people here, lots of suits. And with ones, you see a couple of those suits have like some, and Sniff, you see this as well. A couple of those suits have some bulges under the shoulder.
I mean, Decay immediately pulses his ultrasonic vision to read the texture.
Sure. I mean, they're firearms.
Yeah, of course. I know.
Like small pistols.
But he confirms it real quick.
Sure.
He's also looking around when he uses his power to make sure nobody else is also using it and just got a face full of being slapped by white noise.
Yeah. No one else here seems to be using any ultrasound sensors.
With the one I noticed, I have to pour my own Parmesan.
They have to have a waiter to do the pepper cracking for you, though, for sure.
Yeah. So you're all led. You follow this maitre d' back into one of their private rooms, which are off of the main dining hall, with it looks like glass doors that like glass French doors that open up, and he opens them up and gestures for you to go inside, and then waits for you all to go in. And once you're all in, he closes them again. And when he closes them, they frost over, so they're now opaque.
It's like something out of Blade.
Yeah, it's the future, but retro.
I would like to make a maturity roll to see if Cipher turns around and tries to draw a smiley face in the frost.
Well,
it's not the kind of frosting.
No.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't make the door really cold.
Cipher has to. Oh man, I don't know. I would do that as a person to frost up.
Sure,
I gotta know. Let's see.
No. I think if DK sees Cipher isn't joining the rest of the group, he just grabs him by the collar and drags him along. Yeah. Absolutely not putting his greasy fingers all over the security door with the opaque shielding.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I
just had to know.
Sitting at this table, there is at the head of the table, there is a woman. She's dressed in a dark blue, looks like custom tailored suit, very loose, and she's got a white shirt underneath it with the big collars that go down over, over the lapels of the suit, and it's unbuttoned, like down to mid chest on her, and you see some tattoos peeking out from underneath the collar of the shirt. Black hair, kind of kind of curly, and has like a definite Italian curve to her facial features. And then standing behind her in like the corner of the room, there's a very large human man, slick back hair, in a. This suit doesn't look custom tailored. It looks like it's off the rack, but he's kind of just standing back in the corner of the room, nonchalantly. And she says, "Welcome. You you're here from Parcel.
Yes, we are.
Please have a seat."
Decay, being a gentleman, will pull Blitz's chair out for her.
You're so special.
He had etiquette training as a young man.
Sure.
Hey, yeah, and we're in a fancy place, so you better pull that chair out.
That's right.
Jeez, what your boyfriend isn't here, Blitz. That's who you want normally to bring your chair out. But I assume Cipher's such a damn savage that he's not going to do it. And Sniff apparently is sleeping with the enemy, so...
I was debating if when you pulled the chair, if I sit down instead.
You know nothing.
I would kill you, for sure.
Cipher sits down.
He wouldn't. He might think it, but then he'd be like, "Oh wait, that's not for me." DK would definitely not do that for me. I think he's also trying very hard not to do anything that would get them in trouble. So he's actively trying not to connect to or look for any networks, even though there probably is one. He's trying very hard not to do anything that would get him in trouble if he just starts like wandering.
Sure. Okay. The woman gives you a nod, DK, when you pull out Blitz's chair. And then as the rest of you sit down, she says, "Feel free to order anything off the menu. It's on the house tonight." Like you can all bring up AR menus if you want to order food and drink.
DK for sure is just getting whatever passes for veal parmesan with penne noodles replacing the spaghetti because no one actually likes spaghetti. It's a terrible pasta. And it's like a nice red wine, whatever looks expensive from their wine list. If they're going to be, it doesn't have to be good. It just has to be expensive.
Sure. Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's fine.
And you see when you like everything here is the real deal. Like it's all real food.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting.
None of it is soy.
All right.
Ooh. So that must mean they must have real milk too.
There is no milk on the menu. But
I scroll to the children's section.
Real milk. Yeah, Sniff orders a chicken piccata
with mac and cheese.
I'm just looking for milk.
And a nice glass of cold milk, chocolate.
There is like a very small children's menu, and there is milk on it.
Nice. Getting cacio e pepe with a nice glass of milk. Actually, if it's kid size, 2.
That's how
it's
he
actually
orders
just
it,
a little
definitely.
milk carton with the plastic spoon you have to put in. They give you a kid's placemat with coloring.
Yeah, they bring crowns and.
Honestly, it's probably good to
fantastic.
distract Cipher. Give him something to do.
That's true.
God, can you imagine the carton and the milk says, "Have you seen me like a lost person?" He connects and starts looking for the person.
DK is just going to say quietly to the rest of the group, "We should go to medieval times sometimes. Just as a team building exercise.
You want to go somewhere with me?
Still exists.
I want to go there with the team. If we're going to keep working together.
We need to build some trust.
Yeah.
If anybody has, like Sniff, you could roll Underworld, or if you have organized crime knowledge skills, go ahead and roll those now.
I do not. I got bars and clubs.
Shadow community?
Yeah, I'll take Shadow Community.
1 on the Underworld.
Okay.
What about Matrix Underground?
2.
No, Matrix Underground isn't gonna apply to this one.
What about the anime Sonic Underground? How do we feel about that? I thought it had a really good theme song.
I regret all of my knowledge skills. Like, they are very good to the character, but they are freaking useless.
Well, it's a good thing. New knowledge skills are pretty cheap.
That's true.
This is true.
Yeah. So with a 1 on Underworld and a 2 on Shadow Community, I don't think you really get any additional information on whoever this person is. So she says, "You come recommended from Parcel. This job is somewhat delicate, but it is a wet work job. As such, it pays fairly well. Before we get into any of the details, it will be the target is the daughter of one of our rival faction members. She's a Vori. She's the daughter of the Vori Lieutenant Kevlavik. Her name is Wilhelmina Kevlavik. Her father has put the screws on some of the people in our organization, so we're going to return the favor."
Cipher is holding back so hard by saying, or not saying, "So she didn't do anything wrong." But it's all he can think right now.
Sniff looks at Blitz and is just letting her take the lead on,
Perfect.
expecting her to respond.
All right. Is there any specific reason why it might be more sensitive than besides her being a lieutenant's daughter?
Well, she is, how to say this? She provides the wealthy socialites of Denver with drugs. She's a drug dealer for those with means.
Mhm.
So there may be some complications with the company that she keeps. Obviously, we don't want any collateral damage to draw attention from any rich parents, but we would like this woman to be killed.
Just to be clear, until you said that, DK was like, man, we're just gonna kill a lot of fucking people. We're gonna hit her in public with like a grenade or something. Just no mercy. And then you're like, no collateral damage. I'm like, fuck, we gotta
Well,
get out of this job. This is a terrible
so
job.
she
Too
says,
hard.
and I mean, I understand that there will be perhaps some, but if any of that is traced back to me or the people I work for, there's going to be problems. So it would be in your best interest to make it as clean as possible. I'm not going to be mad or to withhold payment or anything if you happen to ice some movie star's kid. But
No, we can do that.
You want us to eliminate someone to send a message, but you don't want anyone to know that you're the sender?
no, we definitely want Kevlavik to know who was responsible. But you're also disabling one of the Vori's highly placed sources of income. You know, this woman moves lots of product.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's a two birds with one stone, as it were. So now, before we get into any details, are you taking the job?
Blitz kind of looks at everyone else for confirmation, like, are we in? Are we not in?
Cipher is avoiding eye contact, sweating, and twiddling his thumbs.
Sniff nods, knowing that since it's been pitched to them, there's not really a lot of backing out now.
I know that Spoon made this nice mission for us, but Decay is absolutely out on this one. Getting involved with organized crime, extremely narrow specifications on how we deal with the target. Unless the pay is enormous, then it's not worth getting involved in this life for sure. Plus, just to be really clear, DK's standard mode of practice is to kill everything in the area so that nothing will come back to haunt or bother him. So the mission specifically restricting him from doing that makes him uneasy. It's outside of protocol.
And meta above the table, because I know I mentioned this before we it is absolutely fine to turn down jobs.
Yeah,
you have
really
other stuff
apprehensive
on your table as well. Like,
all right,
this is just a like. Don't feel you have to say yes because I'm putting it in front of you.
Okay.
Now, I feel like we should definitely have a group discussion and kivets or whatever, or gossip while we eat. So at least we get the food and the wine before we get up.
Yeah, and it's about this time that a waiter comes in with the tray of food, and passes it out to everyone and says, and I have 2 children's milks. He puts those down in front of Cipher.
Blitz looks really embarrassed.
Thank you. I need my vitamin D.
I feel like our host is looking a little bit like
she definitely raises an eyebrow like
this can't be the first hacker she's seen that's an absolute man-child. Come on.
Yeah, but so this milk is like his saving grace to prevent him from continuing to sweat, twiddle his thumbs, and look awkward like he's not okay with the plan to, oh, milk, something else to focus on. I like milk.
So she says, it seems like you have something to talk about. I will take my leave for a little bit, enjoy the food. I'll be back in 15 minutes.
We'll see you then.
And she stands up and walks out the door and closes it behind her.
What about the other guy?
He does not leave.
Okay.
But he also does not seem to like, he is seems to have a practiced look of not paying attention on his face, but also like kind of paying attention.
He's playing Cardio Mart. I know it. Oh, and I take out like I can't remember what they're called, but the equivalent of white noise generators. Oh no, they are literally called white noise generators. They
Literally not going to make a difference if this guy is standing 10 feet away from us.
No, but I'm going to take one, just put them on the table and turn them on.
Okay. It's one of those Star League era white noise generators.
We're in the what's the bar called for the
Giovanni?
The Ryokan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much immediately DK says, I don't like this. I don't want to get involved in organized crime hits. It gets us involved in blood debts. There'll be repercussions on us no matter how this goes down. It troubles me that they aren't solving this in-house. Unless the pay is truly enormous, I don't think it's worth sticking our noses in this.
Reasonable points. Only concern I had at this point was that they've named the target.
Who?
Did they not?
The person we're supposed to kill?
I mean, DK is intentionally playing dumb.
Fair enough.
It feels weird to. I mean, killing people is just, I don't know, extreme. I don't like it, but it feels like she's being punished for something she didn't do.
She's a drug dealer for a mob family and one of their top earners. What do you think she's done to earn that position?
Can't be worse than what you've done.
I think DK smiles when you say that. It is not a happy smile though. It's like a real fucked up Hideo Kojima bad guy smile for sure.
I guess I'm just saying, if we do something like this, does that mean we're targeting all drug dealers all of a sudden? Like what?
I don't have any problem going up against drug dealers. My issue here is going up against the mob.
Especially if it got traced back to us.
It will get traced back to us.
Sounds like it's a no.
I mean, I'm pretty good at erasing footsteps. I mean, at least digitally.
Look, if the whole group is going in for it, I'm not going to let you go without me, but I've laid out my reasoning for why this is a bad idea. Although, again, it will need to have an enormous paycheck to earn my participation.
Yeah. Alternative job on the 20th that we can talk about somewhere else some other time if we want to skip this one.
I mean, I don't like killing people, but given how much information we know, are they really gonna let us walk out the door? Is that how this works? Like, does just a trust system that we won't say anything, and then that way we could come back and work for them again later? Is that how this works?
Yeah, Cipher, that's exactly how it works. A fixer has vouched for us because we have a good reputation. You don't rise to this level of criminal activity without trust. For some people, it comes very quickly, and for others, it takes a long time, many years of criminal activity to earn a reputation as trustworthy. But once you're a Shadowrunner, if you break that trust, you're going to probably be killed.
But
you wouldn't.
DK, didn't you say that you never leave loose ends? You just kill everyone on the other end? So then how did you get here then?
I've killed numerous fixers who've betrayed Shadowrunners.
This is over my head. I don't like killing people. I'll let you guys decide.
DK
Listen,
does.
This job. Go ahead.
I was gonna say DK does specifically avoid the topic of former Shadowrunner teams. Like, why is he with a new team right now?
This job is going to get done no matter what, whether it's us or not. So if we walk away, we walk away, Cipher.
Oh, you just planted the horrible seed and Cipher said that, well, we could prevent it. He's not going to do anything on that, but that he now has that thought. What, does that mean you'd rather it be you that does it?
Fuck no.
Oh. I was getting nervous. You were turning into Decay first. No offense. Turning into Decay for a second.
No, I just see, families are like really fancy gangs, and I don't like gangers. Most gangers. I like 2 gangers, but no offense, she says to the guy standing over there, obviously listening to us.
He just says, stays quiet.
I offer him some milk.
He did, he kind of doesn't even register that you're there.
Oh,
ignored.
Okay. I come back.
But I think we, thank her for her time, but I don't know. It's a no.
And you see he whispers into his cufflink.
We'll get dessert to go.
I think now that Cipher's a little nervous that we've declined and we're in their territory, he might connect to the Wi-Fi and or whatever the equivalent of this, and just
the Matrix.
Do a quick scan, because now he's terrified. Well, what if they don't want us to leave now? What if they're gonna gas the room? And he's just quickly scanning, is there anything that could lock us in the room or anything like that?
Make me a Matrix perception check.
I should have had my formula ready to go. Skill is 4, attribute is 6. That's 4. I am in AR. 6.
6 successes. So you see the node here, and you basically can see like the public facing stuff. Like you see the AR menu. You see that there are 3 things operating in hidden mode in this room. And then you see just like the various other nothing that jumps out of you as like, oh hey, this is out of place for this restaurant.
Okay. Yeah, if there's nothing that jumps out as like
a
weird security measure.
There's three things that are operating in hidden mode. But and you don't know what those are without like taking a closer look.
Yeah, I feel like a closer look could probably be detected, right? if I fuck up.
Yeah, but like just being like, oh hey, what is this thing? Well like
It'd be
it'll
the
raise
same roll, pretty much.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. If this is only taking like a few seconds or something, sure. I don't want to do anything that's like clearly Cipher's checked out and it's like
yeah, because you're basically you're hacking in yeah, you're hacking an AR.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you're just like you're not unconscious or anything.
Right. That might be suspicious.
Yes. So go ahead and make your roll again. Yeah, 6 successes. You see that these 3 items in here are a white noise generator, a sound damper on the room, and then the guy in the corner's comlink.
Cool. His blood pressure goes back to normal.
And a few moments later, the woman re-enters the room and says, Leo informed me that you are declining the job. Understandable. I don't think I have to say that the details of this meeting shall remain private. But go ahead and
that doesn't need to be said.
Finish your meals and enjoy our hospitality. And then perhaps we'll see each other again in the future.
Thank you.
And her and the guy named Leo turn and exit. And you are left to continue your meal in private.
Oh, that would be better than I thought.
Relatively.
Cipher, some professionalism might help you in this arena. You have such a suspicious mind, assuming everyone's going to betray you all the time.
He immediately goes silent, not wanting to talk about that.
So finish eating and get out of here.
Yeah, DK's just gonna pulse his ultrasonics just to see what's in the room that maybe is less visible. Hidden cameras or something like that.
Sure. You don't see any hidden recording devices. There are some like you see like sensors in the corner of the room, and it's hard to tell like from your ultrasound what devices are in those sensors. You assume probably at least a camera. Okay. But with the white noise generator in here, the audio is going to be scrambled if there is any audio recording.
There's a YouTube Shorts chef that I watch that does like 30-second videos where he cooks something at high speed and then eats it. And at the end of the video, he wipes his mouth with a white napkin and then throws it at the camera. So that's what DK's going to do is he wipes his mouth free of the veal parmesan and then throw just so that they're aware that he knows where they are.
Okay.
But also so he can look badass because once again, he's trying to embody the Vin Diesel lifestyle.
Sure. So how long do you guys hang out here?
Not long. DK is just here to eat. He'll stand outside and wait for the rest of the party. But as much as he trusts these guys not to do anything, he also just won't give them a reason to.
Yeah. Blitz for sure does not want to be here anymore now that they've said no.
Okay.
She just feels rude at this point.
Yeah, that's basic.
Not
Hospitality.
that Cipher's like gonna indulge himself, but he feels so much better that we didn't take the job that he actually can enjoy the meal now.
It is fantastic. It's probably some of the best food you've had in the last, several years.
Mm-hmm.
Sniff asks for a doggy bag and hands it to Cipher as they're leaving. Oh, you might want this.
Ooh, okay. All right. So with that job turned down, the other things that are going on as far as work for the crew, you have the supplement run. You have
We're gonna get gym memberships.
Finding the samples of Blue Frost for Jimmy Hot Hands. And then you have the Rocky Heights job.
Yeah, and so Sniff would pitch y'all the Rocky Heights job. Refresh my memory on this if I'm wrong here, but my understanding is that this is largely a data grab. And for Sniff, he has a couple leads on some missing persons, and this is related to Dr.
Voss?
Well, Dr. Voss, yes, but she's specifically Roland Muriel still.
Are the
Related
people
to his
there?
disappearance potentially. I don't remember that. That was the part.
Because
So it was she needed something from the facility. You're not sure what, but it is some sort of extraction job. And then she said that 2 of your missing persons case are also located at this facility.
They are okay. All right. In my head, I couldn't remember if this was information or actual people. So okay, yeah, that is.
And you don't have any information about what state they're in.
Right.
It could be their dead bodies. It could be,
Yeah. This is a moment. So that's what Sniff breaks down. He says he's got a couple active cases, a couple missing persons. He's got a lead on the location, along with some other information, some data, but it's certainly some valuable things there. Dangerous, obviously, as always, but should pay well.
I like data. I mean,
DK is going to look over the group and say,
Extraction. We've got a few things to get out. I can't exactly say how big or how small we're going to be looking at the end of this.
do the 3 of you have any experience removing failsafe cyberware from targets? Head bombs, kidney bombs, poison capsules,
no,
data bombs.
not me personally.
Bombs.
Cipher.
I have a contact who might be able to do that, but we would have to take them to him.
As soon as we remove them from the premises and it's discovered, they'll set it off.
It depends on when it triggers, right?
Sure. Extraction
Worst
jobs,
case
you
scenario,
need
that is
somebody.
when it triggers.
Cipher.
well, I can locate them and I can avoid them, but I've never disarmed one. I could learn how to. I usually try to avoid them, but
Make me a matrix knowledge test, Cipher.
knowledge test.
Again, your matrix underground would apply here.
Sonic Underground.
2.
That's not very good.
Yeah, are you comfortable with that level of success? Do you want to reroll your failures?
Reroll.
Might as well. But first, because I have, what's it called? Bad luck. D6. Nice.
Ooh, so close.
Um,
All right, so you're rerolling 7 dice.
is it greater than 5? Is that what it is?
Yep, greater than 5. Yep.
2 more.
So 4 successes. So you know that.
Oh, hold on. Did the 6s explode still?
No, not when you spend it afterwards.
Okay.
That's only if you so you can do you get exploding 6s one of 2 ways. You either spend it before the roll or you just roll your edge attribute. So with 4 successes, you know that most of the devices that Decay is talking about are typically triggered remotely, which means that they would need some sort of wireless signal. So you could get a jammer, and as long as the rating of the jammer is high enough, it could delay the uh, triggering of said devices.
And then we could take them to someone to have them taken out.
Yes.
This is
Need a
literally
jam.
a mechanic in gosh, what's that game where like you co-op with like 4 people to rob a bank? I think is that one.
Payday?
Payday,
Yes.
yeah.
In Payday 2, there's literally a mechanic that you like deploy a thing that delays the alarms for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what this is.
All right, Cipher, you have any way to get access to a jammer?
I can be the jammer, or I can just buy a jammer.
Do you have a way to buy that, or do you need a fixer?
Can you jam wireless signals?
There is a jam signals. It's electronic warfare plus logic plus any modifiers.
Oh shit, really?
That's pretty
That's
good.
hardcore.
Is that a Technomancer ability?
No, it doesn't even use a complex form.
What?
I mean, it's in my cheat sheet. I'd have to go actually find the source now, but electronic warfare plus logic is the formula for it.
No, yeah, it's you start a jamming device. You may choose any number of known devices to be excluded from the jamming when you initiate the jamming, and may change the list with another jam signal's action. When the jammer is active, every device with a signal rating less than the rating of the jammer are jammed and lose wireless connectivity. Note that a device running an ECCM program adds the rating of that program to its signal for purposes of counter jamming. So it's basically what I kind of what I described.
Need the device then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be fucking cool if you could just be a jammer as a Technomancer.
That's how I interpreted it, but yeah, it must be wrong. Because there was in that same section there was like the reduced noise, right, which is requires the signal scrub complex form, which I don't have.
Yeah.
And then there's also the ECCM complex form, which I also don't have.
I mean, DK is looking at Cipher, who seems unsure of himself, and says, "Look, if we do this, just know it's going to be dangerous. We're treading into professional territory none of us have been in. Well, none of the rest of you have been in. Extraction jobs can be messy."
I will be able to take care of the signals. I just need some time.
Well,
in the back of his head, he's like, and I hope I didn't just blow my money on the suit. I might have to sell the suit.
Sniff did say and clarify, Cipher, if you need cash for this, I can spot this.
You also may be able to talk Voss into in advance.
Okay.
Because my I don't know if this has come up or not, but above the table, Vega, my fixer, is an ex spider or something like that.
Oh, when we get back to the van, Blitz reunites very happily with her giant duffel bag, and reaches into it, and she pulls out a sweater, and it's hand knit, and it has color work of little dogs around the yoke, and she hands it to Sniff, and she says, "I noticed you like dogs. And I can turn my reflexes on and knit really fast. So I knit this last night. I hope it fits."
He sniffs. Well, it's wow. No one's ever. This is beautiful. Thank you.
DK, I also made you another pair of mittens. She hands DK another pair of mittens.
DK pulls his set of mittens out of the back pocket of his suit pants and then puts the new mittens on. Because it's fucking January.
Yes, it is. It is quite cold out. Yes.
At 7, it's got to be 7:38 now in Denver. So, thanks. Appreciate
You're welcome.
that.
Cipher, I didn't knit you anything because I don't know what you like. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I got you guys something too, actually. I know you guys all like to shoot stuff, so I got you some. Well, I just got a big bucket of ammo in case you ever feel like not killing the target. Here, and he just like it's a probably just like a Home Depot bucket full of just shell ammo.
I've met people at the range that are like this.
Yeah, but this way, I was really nervous about this mission. I was like, okay, well, if we're gonna take a mission like this, we should only take out the target, right? And we should spare everyone else. And that's so I got all this ammo thinking we'd have to spare them. But now we don't even have the mission. So yeah, now you can just have this ammo, and this is the same ammo I have. So it's like our whole team has gel ammo. Isn't that nice?
Your compassion for random strangers who would kill you in an instant to take everything you own is impressive, Cipher. It's probably also the reason you have so many enemies.
But you think everyone wants to kill me? Never mind. Don't answer that.
Leaving evidence and witnesses and enemies behind you is bad policy. It's not professional.
Well, this is why most of my jobs are in the Matrix, and I don't leave evidence. That's my thing.
Yes, the Matrix, a surprisingly safe thing where no one has ever died.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that my thing is leaving no footprints. I spent 20 freaking points on some useless skill that means I leave no footprints digitally.
Cipher, what the hell's the point?
I don't know if that's entirely useless.
Well, sure. Yeah, but I pretty much built this character around that was that
Erased.
Yes. When I found that, I was like, I'm going to make a character around that.
And it's actually
well, it's really cool. I don't know if I'm using it to its potential.
I was to say you haven't really had a job yet that does so. But
basically, no matter what I do within 24 hours, my footprint is deleted magically.
What do you mean? The data was deleted off of our hard drives. We backed it up on a 3.5 floppy.
So at this point, you're all standing in the parking lot. Sniff, your comm link goes off. You have a message from Liliana Nichols.
Dr. Laura Voss. Subject line. You up? Question mark.
I believe you had contacted her in regards to selling some data to her. So she says
specifically the location of the Nosferatu.
She says, "Can you swing by the office?"
Sniff sends her an affirmative, and
you know that the Draco Foundation office is not that far from here, in downtown. But that is a scene for another time, as I think we'll call it here.
Perfect.
I'm going to write down as a note to follow up with Vega on our the same
auction.
Yeah, the auction.
Can you remind me of what day it is in universe? So I've got to do this job on the 20th. And then,
it is currently January 10th.
Okay.
Friday, the evening of Friday, January 10th. And I think what I'll probably start doing is when we start the episode, as I will say, it's January 10th at 7 p.m.
Okay. Well, who do we think shadowed most shadowly today?
Well, I think that Blitz navigated a meeting with our mafia contact here fantastically.
Dude, she's so awkward.
I think I'm going to go with DK for 100% sticking in character through and through for that scene.
Nailed it.
I mean, the napkin toss at the camera was just the cherry on top.
Yes. I'm going to pick DK too, because I think it was very funny that he said, I don't get to kill a bunch of people. No, thank you.
I'm out.
mean, I can't kill them all, then raid their warehouse, and then bring all their goods up to the 64th floor.
Waste of time.
Boone, what's your vote?
My vote is for Sniff, as he's the only one who actually got paid this episode.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Wow, is that what it takes in your eyes?
You want to be a successful Shadowrunner or not?
You got to make the new yen, man.
Okay. All right.
For the record, the pay for the wet work job was 20,000 apiece.
Holy shit.
That is good money.
And that's the base level. If you negotiated up, it would have gone up.
Could have been pretty good.
That's
We should have asked
I
how
feel
much
like
it was
we
going to
could've-
pay.
I was
We could've
wondering
gotten
that. I was
Jimmy
like,
Hot
no
Hands
one
taken care
asked.
of in that one too.
It would need to be
20 each.
significantly more than that
20
to get Decay involved, though.
Oh,
And he
Did you
would
ever-
still kill a bunch of people, even though they told him not to.
Did you
I
have a
was
number
coming
in
up
your
with
head?
ideas. I was like, maybe we somehow wait until she goes to a bathroom and we blow the bathroom up. Like, we figure out, whose house she goes to, and we install a bomb in the toilet tank.
Mhm.
What yeah, I was gonna say, what was your number?
For DK,
Yeah, for
Yeah.
DJ.
probably enough to buy like a new car, something like 40 or 50,000.
Oh, 20 grand is easily enough to buy a new car.
Yeah, but he wants a good car.
good car.
Wait a minute. How
No,
much
he
is my
doesn't
van?
want a car.
Are you
just to be
insulting
clear.
my van?
He
Now
needs
he
a
can't
big
drive,
pile of
so
money.
how are you going to be driving it?
Yes, I'm saying the amount of money he needs for a good car. He can't drive, but
You're
he
referencing
needs
for
money
something
to
you can't
accomplish his
use.
goal. Oh my gosh. Why am I getting the 5th degree here? Spoon, what's your freaking question for next episode?
My question for next episode is, what is your character's go-to fast food meal?
Oh, that's in the bag.
The 5 senses.
What is the equivalent of Dino Nugs in this year?
It's probably still Dino Nugs, but
Yeah.
it's just a red out
They're
of
just
soy.
soy
Dino
It's
Nugs.
just tofu.
Soy Nugs.
Look, those corn ones are not bad.
Right now, my kids are on the ABC chicken nugget kick.
I'm gonna say Beyond Dino Nuggies is probably a thing in 2080-ish.
Oh, man, it's like there's like a logical progression through the chicken nugget stages.
All I can imagine now is Dino Nuggets that advance from sharks all the way up to Tyrannosaurus Rex.
The
Why
food
not
chain.
Draco Nuggies?
Try the
Which
right.
ones?
They're dragon
There's
nuggets in this world, I think. I don't know.
There's a very good kind of hot rod car for $17,000. 17,000 new yen, sorry.
That could have been
I
us.
need enough money, Spoon, in order to buy private detectives for a nebulous purpose nobody needs to know about yet.
Sure.
I
Only
need
was someone
big
in our group
piles
for
of
that.
cash. I don't need
Listen,
a car. I'm going to use
everybody
public
needs-
transportation like a normal person.
You just gotta ask them for a favor.
You think I'm some sort of non-city slicker? I can use public transit to get wherever I want to. Owning a car in a major city? What a drawback.
I can't
That's the thing
wait
he
till
tells
the
himself.
next time you guys get in Cypher's van and he starts putting like mini nameplates on each one of your seats because you guys always sit in the same spot.
Hate that. Absolutely. That's like going to a restaurant and they know your name because you've been there enough times. That's how I know I'm never
In your
returning.
order, like they've already like
No, that part's
put
fine.
it in for you.
No, that's
like-
fine for me. But when
That's
someone's
upsetting.
like Mr. Perkins, I'm like, nope, I'm done. I'm out. You know too much.
I can never come here
I
again.
can never come here again. I'm sorry, Applebee's.
Are we all good for next week?
I'm good for next week.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Very well.